You know how some carriers give you so little for your older busted phone you just end up living with it? I don't think so. Verizon lets you trade in your broken phone for a shiny new one. You break it, we upgrade it.
You dunk it, doggy bone it.
Slam it, wham it, strawberry jam it. We upgrade it.
Get a 5G phone on us with select plans.
Every customer, current, new, or business.
Because everyone deserves better.
And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think.
All right, folks, with the on again, off again mask mandates, people, should they go in, indoor restaurants, sit outside? What do? Man, it makes for a real difficult for a lot of industries, but especially our restaurant industries. They've been having one hell of a time since COVID hit last year. Joining me now is Marcus Davis. He's the founder of the Breakfast Club in Houston. And so many different restaurants have been struggling. A lot have gone out of business. Many of them have been shuttering leases. And so, Marcus, let's talk about this. How have you had to constantly deal with just the ebb and flow and the up and down, mask, no mask? Can you be open, limiting, spacing, all the stuff all the problems that COVID has given restaurants?
You know, one of the things you have to know as an entrepreneur is that my papa used to say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And I know it's hard to deal with COVID, but you have to understand that at any moment, anything can change. And the mindset that I've had since January of 2020, even as deep as December of 2019, which is something's about to happen, something very well could happen in our city, in our state, in our nation, and you've got to be ready for it. And you roll out, what I share with entrepreneurs, you roll out things as far left as possible and as far right as possible, each scenario, each way, and try and prepare yourself accordingly. So in short, to answer your question, just thinking about what the potential are, not being deceived by the days where things look like it's changing, but being prepared for what may happen tomorrow, even though I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing today.
I'll give you examples. And so, the mask mandate is now being placed, is back in place here in DC. But not only that, in Illinois, they're now requiring everybody to be vaccinated to even come into restaurants and bars and indoor places. We're seeing in New York City. And so now we're moving towards that. How is it for you there in Houston, and how are you managing that? You got some folks who are acting a fool, losing their mind, cussing out restaurants, saying, how dare you ask folks for vaccination cards? But then you got others who are saying, hell, I want to be safe, but I want to go out and eat.
So, you have to consider what's at stake. And I know there are a lot of folks talking about liberty and about life, but those are the things that are actually at stake. Your very life is at stake. So your loved one's life is at stake. Your liberty, you have no liberty if you are no longer in the land of the living. So you have to keep that in mind. As an entrepreneur, again, I just pay attention to what's happening in the marketplace. I pay attention to what our customers need. I pay attention to what my staff needs, and I try and operate accordingly. And that's not to say that it's not challenging. That's not to say that it's not tough. That's not to say that it's easy. You ask what's it like? It's like deja vu. I am feeling today as I felt in March of 2020 when they first said that the NBA would not play a basketball game. And I knew then that, this thing is as real as I thought it could get. And so today I'm thinking, and I've been making this case for a long time, Roland, because people have been under the impression, I have a couple of businesses here. I have, a couple of restaurants, a bar, and another concept. And two of them I've yet to reopen. And we've yet to reopen it because I had not felt, particularly my bar, I haven't reopened it particularly simply because I had not felt that it was time. Yeah, other bars are open and other people are going out to them. But in the space that I run, I didn't want to be in that space, with the virus being the way that it was. So how do I feel? I feel like we're back in March 20. I can't say that it's that severe, but the uncertainty and the way the entrepreneur has to stay on his tiptoes and keep his head on the swivel is back to that date.
Questions for my panel. I'll start with you, Xavier.
When to stop, and how are you dealing with employees and morale, and maybe some of the other legal issues that you face in terms of running your business?
So unfortunately, I only caught the second half of what you said, but I think I get the gist. You know, with my team members, I'll start there with my employees. It's just by sharing, communicating with them that we're all in this boat together, and that's been the analogy that I've used from the start, is that I am the captain of this ship, trying to steer this ship through these COVID waters, and reminding my team that we're all in this ship together, and we're going to make it to the shores together. We just have to, everybody has to pick up their oar and they have to row in order for it to happen. And if that means that we got to work a little harder, dig a little deeper, roll up our sleeves a little higher, roll up our pants leg a little higher, lace our boots a little tighter, and that's what we have to do as a team. Your mettle as a leader is definitely tested during these times, and I'm grateful that I have a team as strong as I do, and I'm grateful that I've had the opportunity to stand up and be the captain of the ship to get us through those times. But I'll share this with you. You know, this fall makes 20 years in business, and one thing I can honestly say is that the other 19 years of being an entrepreneur helped pave the way for the moment that we're in now. You got to remember, I'm in that dirty South, baby. I'm in that third coast. So I've been through everything from Hurricane Ike to Hurricane Harvey to Tropical Storm Allison, and then all the stuff along the way from the Enron debacle to the 2008 crash. So as an entrepreneur, I made sure that I learned from each and every moment that we had in the life of our business, and use that as a way to prepare for the next one. You mentioned legal, you mentioned a couple other things. I after Hurricane Harvey, I gave speeches about the importance of making sure your books were in order, making sure that your CPA is on point, making sure that your legal counsel, your legal representation is on point, and making sure that your insurance is up to par. Because, you know, those weren't things that I was taught in the early days of business. I learned them along the way, and I'm fortunate that I learned those lessons.
Hey, I'll jump in if there's nobody want to talk.
Come on, jump right in, baby. Jump in.
I thought some pass a collection play for me.
I'll jump right in. Hey, man, good to talk to you. Heard about your restaurant. I got two questions. One, you know, as far as my business and with my teams, we've been able to just work all remotely. We're still all working remotely. Obviously, you cannot do that as a restaurant. You know, how are you keeping your team safe from when you have these individuals that want to come to your restaurant and they don't want to, you know, do what's necessary to be safe? So how are you keeping your team safe? And are you dealing with any legal issues with that? If you're requiring your team to have vaccinations, et cetera? That's my first question. My second question, as a proud black bald-headed former football player, vegan, want to know when the vegan items are coming on that menu so I can
never.
Don't talk to see Roland. Don't let him influence you, man.
Never.
I understand where y'all coming from, but come on.
I've been to the Breakfast Club.
I'm
Never.
talking to the entrepreneur. This is your show, but it's his restaurant.
Never.
All right, let me answer your first question. How am I keeping my team safe? By being who I am, by being a taskmaster. You know, I walk around and we put the rules in place, the regulations in place, the protocols in place, and I let my team know that, hey, this is for all of our safety. I've got some folks who've been with me for a number of years. I've got some 10-year plus team members that are. I've got some team members that are 70 and above. I've got some team members that have had or still have pre-existing conditions. And I share that. If we're going to operate as a team, then we have to operate as a team. We have to look out for each other's best interests. And that means, one, we protect each other with our mask on. And it also means that, two, we make sure that the guests are operating the way we ask for them to operate. And being a family-friendly restaurant where it's a whole lot of hugging and laughing and touching and all that kind of good stuff, it gets a little hard. And I've had to, remind some of the team members, hey, we got to make sure that we stay safe because we got to be here tomorrow for these same people. And, and it's worked. The question about vaccination, we found out how we could get all of the things that our team needed from masks to vaccination to tests. We found out how we can get those things, make them available for our team. And we did just that. And fortunately, we were able to get the majority, the lion's share of our team to participate. We didn't mandate it inside of the store. We asked for cooperation, and for the most part, we got cooperation. Now, with regard to the vegan question,
never.
I think I froze.
Yeah, you did freeze.
I think that was my impersonation of me of my screen freezing.
Never.
Well, when people freeze, they don't look so nice. You was looking so nice. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I tried to tell you.
Hey, Xavier's a vegan also. I've been a vegetarian for over 25 years. Vegan.
I was gonna ask you, are you vegetarian or are you vegan?
I'm vegan. I've been vegan for 5 years.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
25 years. So I had to ask. It's a great restaurant. I want to support Black-owned businesses, but I had to ask.
I got to tell you, you had 5 years before. I mean, you had 15 years before you went vegan. I'm just saying. I'm just
Trust me. The lines are down around the block for the Breakfast Club. They ain't missing. They ain't missing your money.
Well, see, that's the thing. Now that I know the brother, maybe I can get in a line. I don't want to be.
Hell no.
Listen, and let me just make sure we're clear on this, right? I have 2 vegan restaurants here in Houston that I visit on a regular basis, right? That I eat at. Love the food. Absolutely, positively love the food. And I want to let them do that thing, right? And I go there and support them. And if somebody wants some direction on where to go to get a vegan breakfast, I'll send them that way. I might even tell them to bring me something back so I can have it on my lunch break. And originally it came because of space, right? Because I value what veganism is supposed to be about. And I'm not one of these guys that's going to put something on the menu if I can't do it the way it's supposed to be done. In short, I'm not going to cook your. Now we do have I'm not going to cook your tofu hash on the grill where I just got the bacon off of, and because we don't have the capacity, space to do that, then we just keep it. We just keep the bacon on there.
Plus, ain't nobody buying that damn tofu. Mustafa, go ahead.
But and I'm waiting. I'll be honest with you. I've been in this game 2 decades, and I'm waiting to see how long it lasts. And this is respectfully, right? I don't want nobody blowing me up. I've seen everything from the South Beach to Atkins and every 2-3 years over the last 20 years, someone has said, you need to add this to your menu. And then the next 2 years, they're like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that no more. So, but this one seems to be a little bit more sustained. So,
well, that's never going to be bacon now. I mean, I know that.
Look, I'm going to be, hey, I'm going to keep it real. Roll want me to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. In our first couple of years of business, people ask me, man, when you go get something light on there, something heart healthy. So I think around our 5-year anniversary, we created this heart healthy menu, right? It had the egg whites, it had the fruit bowl, it had the grilled fish instead of the fried, all of the stuff, that the wheat toast with no butter, the grits with no butter. We had all that stuff, man. We made that menu, did a whole big PR campaign about it. That menu still sitting behind my cash register, dusty as hell. And the one brother that kept asking me when was I gonna put it on the menu, he walked in the store. I said, look what I did just for you. He ordered exactly what was on there. By the time I got to his table, he had extra cheese and extra butter on everything.
Sustained. Mustafa.
Brother, thank you for being
That's a great story.
And their bodies at the same time. My grandmother used to say that in challenging situations, everyone needs a North Star. I'm curious, the Breakfast Club.
Yes, sir.
What makes the Breakfast Club special? What makes it a North Star, especially in this moment?
The people. The people is what makes it special. And I try and make everybody aware of that and remind them of that every day. And when I say the people, people say, man, I'm glad y'all were able to stay open this long. I'm glad y'all were able to stay open during the pandemic. I'm glad y'all were able to be here for 20 years. And I tell them that I'm appreciative of you allowing, causing, empowering us in order for that to happen. When I say the people, I'm talking about my team. Miss Jackie's been with me for over a decade. Miss Mary's been with me for over a decade. Miss Gail's been with me for over a decade. Christian's been with me. I mean, these are folks, that have helped make TBK what it is today. So when I say the people, it is truly the people. Now, if you want what I believe, what I share with entrepreneurs, inspiring entrepreneurs about formulas to success, and what I hold us accountable for, and the standard that I hold us to that has led to this success, it is this simple thing: quality product, quality service all the time. That's our North Star. We believe in delivering a quality product through the hands of great people, and doing that as consistently as we possibly can. And I challenge any entrepreneur, if you do those things, I challenge you to show me your lack of success in whatever industry there is, unless you're cussing folks out, but then that ain't great service. But you know what I'm saying? Those are the things that I believe have made the difference in the life of TBK.
All right, look. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to Houston to have some pancakes, grits, hard scrambled eggs, and bacon. I don't give a damn what DeMario thinks.
Can't wait to have you back, brother.
And DeMario, I don't wait in line.
Hey, DeMario, look, what Cowboy is that in your window up there? What is that?
He's first of all, he's an OU fan, and he's a sorry Dallas Cowboys fan.
So I used to have that when people. Let me answer your question correctly, right? Get a ring again, man. Y'all ain't got a ring.
Wait a minute. Now you're not talking down there in Houston when y'all ain't won anything to Texas.
Hey, look, when I was a fan of football, when I was a fan of the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. Holler at me when you get that extra ring, right? Oh. There's only 2 teams in the league with 6 rings. Only 2.
Hey, but let's just say this: Roland said I'm a football, I'm an OU fan, I'm an OU former player. He's an A&M guy.
Same thing.
We whoop them all the time. We're still whooping them. And the Dallas Cowboys are doing pretty good this year.
Hey,
look,
and hold
up. Last time A&M played OU, who won?
Oh yeah, it was A&M.
In 2012, okay, y'all won in 20.
No. Who won?
1 in 20.
Who won?
Y'all won the last time.
Oh,
that's
okay.
That's all when it count.
I'm trying to figure out what your protest is.
20 more times.
Man, you better go eat some bacon.
Never won a championship.
Hey, the Cowboys are doing well. They are doing well, and I believe this might be the year. After 25 years, it won't. Roland, just statistically, it may be the year. Come on, brother. They've sucked for 25 years. This may be the year. I got my shirt in the closet.
Don't worry. They're gonna suck. They're gonna suck 26 years. It ain't gonna happen.
I can't say that. They win 1 playoff game every 8 years on average.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna happen. DeMario, go eat a chicken sandwich. All right, that's it, y'all. I got to bounce.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?